Hey guys, so awful lighting. We are fighting against the sun basically, but it's okay. We're gonna just fly through this. I wanted to. I've seen people doing this, and I really wanted to join in on the fun. Since it is a little bit early to do this type of videos, but it's me. Yeah, I'm. I'm gonna be honest. There is, I think, as everyone, I'm gonna be a little bit absent in between Christmas and the New Year's. I'm probably not gonna do many videos there. So I just want to put all the videos about this kind of things out there. So I wanted to talk about today my words. Let's try this again. Let's be professional for once. I bring to you today what I think it's my 5-star predictions for the year of 2020. These are all books that, to be honest, I thought I would be able to read this year. But we've been through this talk already. Didn't happen. And it's all books that I want to read on next year, and I think they are gonna be 5-star reads for me. Some of them I cheated a little bit because I already watched the adaptation, so I know I like the story. But it still counts because I haven't read the book. There's that. The first one, you guys already, we already had this conversation, I think 2 times, because I was to read this in December and I didn't read, and it is Once Upon a River by Diane Satterfield. Both of her other books, Bellman and Jack and The 13th Tale, were 5-star reads for me. I love them. This book is about a man that enters in an inn with the corpse of a girl that supposedly drowned in the Thames. The inn is close to the Thames. I don't know if it is the night that passes or just a few hours, but the girl comes back to life, and then things happen. And I don't know. I don't want to know anymore. I just want to go in this blind and just enjoy the writing of Diane Satterfield is just my babies. I just enjoy her writing very, very much. And now I'm gonna put all these books because I don't have much space. This one has a story because I was like in middle school probably when, instead of going to watch Harry Potter, because I think it was a year that there wasn't Harry Potter for Christmas, we went to watch this movie, and it wasn't that successful with people on that age, and it got me a little bit traumatized. To be honest. It is Patrick O'Brien's Master and Commander, the first of a very, very long series that if I'm gonna start this, oh my god, I'm selling my soul to the devil, because this series has 21 books. But I want to do this. This is Napoleonic Wars, and it is supposed to be very good portrait of what it is to live on how exactly the words that they use. Nelsonic men of war. That's it. And to be honest, I love Napoleonic Wars. I love boats. I love naval things. I really love most of that movie. There is a particular scene with a particular boy, one of the boys from the little itsy bitsy boy. It happens something to him, and then they have to cure him. And if you watch the movie, you know what the scene is. Now picture that scene being on the big screen of a cinema with like middle grade people watching it. I did watch, to be fair, I watched horror movies. Um, since I was like, what? I think the first time was 5 years old that I saw a little bit of a horror movie and then I was hooked. But something about that scene, I can still vividly remember the sounds of it. Anyway, despite all of that, this has everything that I won't want in that I would want in a novel, and this is gonna happen next year. And if it is a 5 star read, as I think it's gonna be, may the Lord have mercy on my soul, because there's $21 on this thing. Anyway, next one. I also kind of talked in here, and I also watched the miniseries. I think it was a miniseries or was a movie. I think it was a miniseries, and it is Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell. This is an horrendous cover. But yeah, this is the story of how is her called? I'm not seeing her name here. And the name of, I'm pointing at her, but it has nothing to do. Looks like her. Our protagonist, our girl, is the daughter of a village doctor, and she has a good life, peaceful life. But things change when her father, that it was a widower, takes a new wife, and with the new wife comes a new sister, and a whole new set of troubles and changes, and it is. I love the miniseries, but I do think that this is gonna be much more in depth of what happened, the characters. I did feel when I watched that there were itsy bitsy pieces missing that would make that thing richer. And yeah, also kind of a big read. I mean, it doesn't look like too much of a big read, but the letters are small, and it's almost 600 pages. So this is a thing. Another one, still on the historical side. This was all historical. This, I think, has a little bit of at least magical realism, maybe, not sure, but all historical, and we are still on the historical. Now that I see, they're basically all historical, except the last one. Are we seeing a trend here? Maybe. Who knows? Also, this is all fiction, because it's really hard for me to predict non-fiction 5 stars, so this is all gonna be fiction. Next one, well known. Gotta be totally honest, I did watch the miniseries for this. Again, I also know, so I know the twists. To be honest, I do not remember everything at this point because I've watched it so long ago. But this is Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. It is a favorite of a lot of people here on BookTube that I know of. At least Sarah Waters' writing it is. And this is a story about 2 orphans, one that lives in a mansion in a more or less overall good life, with some things there that are a little bit iffy, and one that it lives almost on the slums. Not sure if it can be said the slums, but it's not. She is a fingersmith, as the title says. She's a thief, besides other things that she does. Yeah, she grows up among petty thieves, fingersmiths. And this is the story of what happened when these 2 orphans meet. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that because this book has so many things going on. This story has so many things going on. And I'm at this point, I do not remember. I only remember one major twist, but I know there is at least another one I do not remember. But I do love what all the books that I've read from Sarah Waters. Loved it. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this one too. Now, I haven't watched this because I don't think this has an adaptation. But I know that it's a favorite on here on BookTube, and it has won its Ben Booker Prize, and it is Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantell. So Tudor fiction. It's Tudors. What more can I say? And it's Hilary Mantell. This is the first of the trilogy that is big, but the others are huge. It's a little bit intimidating, to be honest, but I so want to do this because I do love my Tudors, and this is supposed to be the Tudor fiction that you need to read, so yeah, this is a thing that needs to happen, and probably the other two are gonna happen too. And I'm just predicting that next year is gonna be the year of the big books. So many big books, because I do have a lot of other big books to read. And the last one on this 5-star prediction list is the biggest of them all. This is about 1,000 pages, more or less. And it is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susan Clark. Now, I have started reading this 3 years or so ago, and I was loving it 3 or 4 years. But then there was some major changes on my life, and I needed to change house, and I couldn't be. Let's say that my head wasn't in the space to process a book like this. So I put it down in the hopes of picking it up when things calm down, and when things calm down, and I was like, huh? But I do want to get back to this because I love that. This is a beautiful edition, cover gorgeous, and I know that this has illustrations. Now that I'm looking for them, they are not appearing, but they do have. It does have illustrations. At least this edition has. What is this about? Again, Napoleonic Wars. We're gonna go there. And there is 2 big magicians, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, that kind of start a somewhat strange competition during this time. Plus, this is Napoleonic Wars with magic, and there is a woman within a mirror, as the cover says. I don't want to know anything anymore. And on the back, it's a very small synopsis that it says, the woman within. Oh, this is not even the synopsis. I think this is a quotation from the book. The woman within the mirror drew nearer. For a moment, she appeared directly behind it, and they could see the elaborate embroidery and beading of her gown. Then she mounted up upon the frame as a step. The surface of the mirror became softer, like a dense cloud of mist. I don't want to know anymore. I just want to read the story. This is a problem with me. I see the themes, the cover. I may take a sneak peek on how the first page is written, and I'm like, if I like it, I'm like, I don't need to know anymore. I just want to read it. Just give it to me. Now, this is 1,000 pages. And as I said, all of the books that I showed are big books. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at this. They thick. They be very thick. And this aren't the there is more thick books that I need to read next year, and I'm totally gonna, because I totally want to. More than a need, it is a want. It's gonna be a magic year, 2021. I think I'm gonna on the next year, in 2021, I'm gonna be putting my goal up from 2000 to 2000. I'm sorry, 200 to 300, and I have all the big books to read. So pray for me. Pray for my soul, because I'm gonna need all the prayers. And yeah, this is about it. Do you guys let me know what books you will be thinking about reading next year, that you guys think that they're gonna be 5-star reads for yourselves, or tell me if you have read any of these books, if you like it, and you can pity me, because I will need. Don't pity me. Send the good vibes. I need the good vibes. And that's all for now. Bye, guys.